Gigpreneur, what is going on? Welcome. Let's just call it Happy Thursday. Make me happy. Happy Thursday in hopes that you squeezed more out of your day than the day squeezed out of you. I am Sean Azimi, and I'm somebody who helps people out to start a side gig online, and we grow it using social media. I used to be in the corporate world for many years and got redirected to this space. So, if that resonates with you, you like to make some extra money this holiday season, go to sidegigsean.com. Answer a couple questions there. I get to know you a little bit, and I'll reach out and we'll have that conversation. Sheena, what's up? How are you? I first, I'm really sorry it's late. I don't even know what happened. I don't know. I was doing stuff, and then all of a sudden, I noticed it's 2 a.m. here in California, so that sucks. But let's go. I was talking to a couple of people today, and sometimes, not all the time, probably should do it more often. But sometimes when I talk to people afterwards, I take some notes. I take some notes on what did I say, what did I not say, how should I tweak the conversation. So I take notes on my conversation. And one thing I noticed today is that, there are really four questions that you want to get really good at: one, asking, and two, at answering. Have you ever thought about that? How can a question be asked and answered by the same person? I don't know. I digress. But these four questions are I think the foundation for your success. Um, if you can keep asking these questions from people and being able to give them a good, honest, transparent answer to these, I think this is the ticket right here. So let's go. Number one, everybody's got a story, right? Everybody is going through something. They're having some kind of a tough time with a situation, right? Maybe it's a health situation. Maybe, um, hey, maybe their pancreas shut down and they need some help, and they're not into medication. Maybe they have skin concerns. Maybe they have gut health concerns, hair, nails, joints, whatever, right? Maybe they have income concerns. Maybe one member of the family is about to lose their job and it's going to be heavy on them. Maybe. So they're going through something. So the first question, again, you got to know the answer to these before you even ask them, and you'll see what I mean. The first question is, if I could show you a way to get out of your current situation, would it be worth a few minutes of your time to take a look? Let me repeat that. If I could show you a way that would help you get out of your current situation, would it be worth your time? Would it be worth a few minutes of your time to take a look? Okay. Um, you may get a no. Then it's a no. You may get a yes, right? You most likely will get a yes because most people want to get out of their situation and it's worth a few minutes of their time, right? When you say a few minutes, make sure it's a few minutes, not like few weeks. Like you don't go on and on and on, right? Few minutes. The second question is this is a very important one. This is one that you're going to have to play around with and most likely will be adjusted. The second question is what would make this worth your while? What would it make it worth your while? You're going to have a couple of variations. One is going to be a time variation, which means, well, it would be worth my while if I could just do it for like half an hour a day, or maybe I could plug in an hour a day, or it would be really flexible around my schedule and I wouldn't have to like change my schedule for this. It would make it worth my while. The other one, the other variation would be um, money and income variation. Somebody may turn around and say, well, $2,000 a month would make this worth my while. Um, $1,000, $3,500 a month would make this worth my while. Okay. And that is totally okay, whatever they say. There is a couple things with a follow up on that question because obviously we want to make sure that they understand that does not happen over one night, right? They're not going to join tonight and tomorrow they make 2,000 a month. That's not the case. So you have to adjust your expectations and you got to set them up correctly, right? Somebody says, I want to make $1,000 a month and they don't talk to one single person in a month. How does that go with your expectation, right? It just doesn't, right? So there is an adjustment to be made for sure. But the next question, when they give you what it is that makes it worth their while, right? Somebody says, I really want to be just doing this about half an hour, or I really cannot do anything on Sundays, or I cannot go to any meetings. I can't have people over, whatever it is, right? The next question you want to ask is, would it be okay to show you what it takes, what that looks like, right? Would it be okay to show you what would get you there? Would it be okay to show you what would get you there, right? Let's say, for example, somebody says, I want to make, I don't know, I'm just going to make things up, $1,000 a month, right? I said, okay, well, $1,000 a month, for example, would be anywhere between 15 to 20 customers on on this volume. So if you got 15 to 20 customers on this volume, that would give you $1,000 a month. Would it be okay to show you what it would get you to it, right? That would get you to that 15 to 20 customers, this kind of a volume. This is what translates to. The last question is probably one of the most questions to both ask and know the answer of. And the last question is, would it be okay to show you some folks that have been able to do that? Would it be okay to show you some folks that have been able to do that? with what you're saying, right? And you better be ready to share some stories. You better not leave that right when they say, absolutely, I'd love to um, see who's done what with what I got going on. And then you share that story. You know, of this single mom that had three kids and was a music teacher, didn't know what to do with her life, and she decided to go for it, and here we are. You know, of this chiropractor, the doctor, that she had three practices, closed them for this business, and is mega successful. You know, of this truck driver, Uber driver, just on and on. You know these stories, right? So when you ask these four questions, it really puts everybody on the right track. So the first one is, if I could show you a way that it could help you get out of your current situation, would it be worth a few minutes of your time to take a look? Number two, what would make this worth your while? Number three, would it be okay to show you how you can get to that? And last, would it be okay to show you some folks that have been able to do that? Right? So start not only asking these questions more, start getting their variety of answers to these questions and being able to handle them, right? If somebody says, I want to make 1,000 a month, understand what it takes to make 1,000 a month. You know, I would recommend you would know the numbers from 500, 1,000, 2,000, 2,500. These are most common numbers. So if you know that, then you can kind of follow up with the others and make sure, again, you know of the answers. You know the stories. You know the people who can back you up and be there for you. So with that, hopefully you guys got some love, some inspiration, some value. Some of you have been asking, messaging me, why haven't I done any skits or dub smashes or things? And I kind of don't have an answer for that. I don't know. Maybe I just haven't been feeling it. You know what I mean? But I'll start them again. I actually have fun doing those. So I kind of miss doing them, actually. Somebody asked me the other day, hey, why aren't you doing these? These are showing up in my history, and these are really fun. And I said, oh, yeah, probably should. Anyway, I digress. If you feel like you know somebody who could get value from this live, I mean, come on, probably know five of them already. Tag them to this, share it, let's go. If you're not following me, I mean, I don't know why, because I am pretty awesome. Facebook, Instagram, yes. Thank you. Yeah, I gotta keep doing them, huh? I haven't done them for a minute. I haven't done it for a minute. Just haven't been feeling it, really. That's probably the only answer I can come up with. But yeah, if you're not following me, you may. I actually recommend on multiple platforms: Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, X, LinkedIn, Threads. And with that, I am Sean Azimi. I'm somebody who helps folks like you, like myself, to start a little side gig online. And we use social media to grow it. If you've been thinking about it, and listen, couple months, month and a half to the end of the year, more tax write-off, keep more of your money. Come on, I would think that's a good thing. So whether you're serious or curious, go to sidegigshawn.com, answer a couple of questions there, get to know you a little bit, and I'll reach out and we'll have that conversation. You feel me? Go. With that, I am signing off until tomorrow when we do it all over again. Much love.